Hello class 3rd. Once again, welcome to your online class of science. Children, as you all know, your half-yearly exams are coming. So, before starting the class, I am going to tell you the syllabus of science for half-yearly exams. Please note down. Chapter 1, our body system. Chapter 3, plants. Chapter 4, birds and their beaks. And chapter 12, measurement. These 4 chapters are coming in your half-yearly exams, plus all the homework, whatever we have done till date, you have to revise that all. Your question paper will be of 80 marks, plus 20 marks you will be getting for your homeworks that you are sending us through the mail. So kindly, if any homework is pending, complete it and submit it so that you can score good in your exams. So children, let's start a new chapter, chapter 4, birds and their beaks. This topic you have also done in your 9th homework. You can see that video also. Children, birds are the animals with feathers. There are about 8600 species of birds. Birds have light bodies covered with feathers, and it has also well-formed wings attached to its body with the help of strong muscles. Birds can flap its wings in both the direction, upward and downward. Okay, upward movement of the wings is known as upstroke, and downward motion of the wings is known as downstroke. Now children, don't get confused between feathers and wings. Feathers are small hair-like structures. You have seen any bird, this portion of a bird is very soft because of these hairs. These hairs are called feathers. Small hairs are there. So feathers covers the body and keeps the body warm. These are very large in numbers. While wings are larger in size and they help birds to fly, and they are attached to the body with the help of the strong muscle. Now what we have learned? Birds are animals with feathers. Feathers are small hair-like structures, and feathers keep the body warm. Birds have wings attached to their body with the help of strong muscles. Wings help birds to fly. Birds can flap their wings in both directions, upward and downward. The upward movement of wings is known as upstroke, and the downward movement of wings is known as downstroke. Now, as I have told you, a bird's body is covered with feathers, and each bird has different type of feathers. Number 1, body feathers. Number 2, down feathers. And number 3, flight feathers. Body feathers are small in size and of different colors, and they cover the body of the bird. Now, second one is down feathers. Down feathers are fluffy and soft. They keep the bird warm. And flight feathers, they are long in size and mostly they are found on the wings, and they help the bird to fly. Can all birds fly? No, all birds cannot fly. For example, penguin and ostrich. They cannot fly as they are too heavy to fly. Now there are some aquatic birds. Aqua means water. So aquatic birds are those which can swim in the waters. Some birds swim in the water. These are known as aquatic birds. For example, duck, swan, etc. Now, while aquatic birds can swim in the water, why can't others? Because aquatic birds have some special feature. They have oil glands which keeps their feathers waterproof. You have seen now, if we put some water drops into the oil do not absorb these water drops. So oil glands make the bird's feather waterproof. Second feature is they have webbed feet. Webbed feet help them to swim. Now what we have learned? All birds cannot fly. For example, penguin and ostrich. Some birds which can swim in water are known as aquatic birds. Feature of aquatic birds are: number one, they have oil glands which keep their feather waterproof. Number two, they have webbed feet which help them to swim in the water. Children, I have explained you about the birds. Now I am going to take up my next topic, beaks of birds. As we have mouth to eat, birds have beaks. The shape, size and functions of beaks depends upon the food which birds eat. For example, I want to eat pasta, I will use fork. If I want to use noodles, I will use chopstick. And if I have to eat rice, I will use a spoon. So I have different type of cutlery to eat different food. Similarly, different type of birds have different beaks. Thus, the shape of beaks of the bird vary from bird to bird. Now, types of beaks. Types of beaks are: number one, small, hard and pointed beaks, like this one. Okay. Grain-eating birds like sparrow and pigeons are having small, hard and pointed beaks. Okay. Now second one is curved beaks. This is a curved beak. Fruits and nuts eating birds like parakeet are having curved beaks. Parakeet are the birds which belongs to the family of parrots. Okay, not only parrot, but there are other birds also which looks like parrot. Those all are called parakeets. So they are having curved beaks. Third one is strong, sharp and hooked beaks. Hooked, you know. Okay, so the flesh eating birds like eagles and vultures, they are having strong, sharp and hooked beaks for tearing the flesh of small birds. Now next one is broad and flat beak. Most aquatic birds like ducks have this type of broad and flat beaks because they search their food in the muddy water and they have a hole in their beak. What happened when they take their food from that muddy water? Water comes out from this hole, leaving behind the food inside their mouth. So the broad and flat beaks help them to dig in soft mud to find their food. Clear? Now next one is strong and chisel shaped beak. Birds like woodpecker are having this type of a strong and chisel shaped beak. This is chisel shaped beak so that they can easily make hole in the trunk of tree to get insects for their food. Now the next one is broad and short beak like this. This is a broad and short beak. This is not very much pointed. Okay, the birds like swallow have broad and short beak. Its beak is sticky from inside and what it does, it flies its beak with its beak open. What happened? The tiny flying insect get stuck inside the beak. Now number 7 is broad, long and pointed beak. The fish catching birds like kingfisher have this type of bee so that they can easily find the fishes from ponds and rivers. So children, our chapter is over. I think everything is clear to you, and please revise the chapter thoroughly. Also see the videos which are given with the homework 8 and 9, because those videos will help you a lot. Those are related to this chapter only, so it will be more clear with those videos. And till my next video, be safe and be regular in your studies. Thank you.